Hello everyone and welcome back to Headliner NoviNews. We are getting back into our story today. This is a game from Itch that I purchased. It was part of the big bundle that happened. I've been putting the link down to it in the description of the videos. Hopefully I'm going to remember to continue to do that. As I do this, if I ever forget it, please yell at me. But I'm expecting our boss to not be happy with us. I don't remember why, but there's definitely a reason. So let's see what we've got going. We're swaying public opinion with the news. We got a letter from the Novistan Department of Information. They're not very thrilled with the direction our paper is taking. We need to find the facts before we report them. Nobody cares about real facts anymore, only what the status quo believes in. Your standard payment today is 50 Nova bucks. This evening's broadcast is a bit difficult. We have a limited number of spots. You can't approve more than 3 articles. Again, a note's on your desk. Remember that stapled articles don't count toward the quota. Have a product. Oh. Ms. Rivera called in sick today but hasn't checked in. I've seen you two chatting a bit after work. Maybe you should check on her at the hospital. Good day. Okay, so no more than 3 articles. Our friend is sick. Okay, so we can only approve one of these. So, Better Buzz is not that addictive. Preliminary research by NIPS suggests only about 15% of users displayed addictive tendencies, half the rate of nicotine or traditional alcohol. Better Buzz is clearly the safer drink to imbibe when going out with friends. 15% is still pretty high. It's time for a discussion about mental health. Approximately 1 in 5 adults in Novistan experience mental illness in a given year. It is time we lift the stigma of mental health, and discuss what really led to the 6 desperate people jump. There's no convenient scapegoats, but there is help they could have gotten. I want this one through for sure. Better Buzz is gonna be mad that we don't publish that, but at the same time, it's not like we're publishing something bad about them. How many things do I have? Okay. So I might need to read everything before we decide, because we can only approve 3, and so we've approved 1. Although maybe it didn't count. He said staple articles don't count. Is it time for Lyris sanctions? With the growing fear of faulty mods coming from Lyris, Novistan has to make it clear we'll not trade with dangerous partners. Don't like that one very much. The sickness spreading through Novistan is not natural. The suicides are no accident. Genetic markers indicate the disease is engineered by man. It's time you all ask who's pulling the strings. Oh, this is what the guy wants me to publish. So we need to think about that. Lyris sanctions would hurt us more. Despite nationalistic claims, imposing sanctions on Lyris over dubious violations would actually hurt our economy more, especially hitting hard low-income citizens. Say cheese to your secret watchers. Walking down Pike and Pine one night, one might notice cameras cleverly hidden on ledges and poles. Red light need not be on for someone to be watching you at any point in time, just because you dared go outside. Spooky, isn't it? So I want to... We're gonna put this one through. We're gonna comply with the creepy dude. And I think sanctions would hurt us more. So this is by our friend too, so we're gonna put that. So I assume... We can't, oh, no, we can do this. And so I think we have to reject that, right? Because we could only approve 3. I don't know, is it gonna get mad at me? I approved 4, but it said something about stapled ones not counting. We'll see how they feel about me tomorrow, I guess. Alright, so we need to check on our friend in the hospital. So we need to go find out what's up. So Rivera's in the hospital. Eva, I think her name was. Excuse me, could you spare 10 Nova bucks so I could get some food? Let's give him 10 Nova bucks. It's so rough getting back on your feet. I was in school studying mechanical engineering, getting drunk with my flatmates on weekends. I even had a girlfriend, just a normal life, you know? What happened? My family was never well off, but I had some scholarships and loans in school. I worked a part-time job, and for a while things were manageable, but then I got sick. My university insurance refused to cover the necessary procedure, only generic brand drugs. I couldn't focus, I couldn't study, my grades suffered. I had to drop out. By then, I already had 2 years worth of loans to my name. Isn't it ironic you end up in a hole paying for education you never fully received? And then, well, that's a story for another day. Maybe I'll see you again? Sure. Did you read the news? Someone engineered this plague? Bioterrorists is scrawled here. We can't go to the pub. Get help, you're precious. More people are vomiting everywhere. I can't even go to the store tonight. We've been able to go to the store every time. Inform us, NoviNews. This is taking forever. So Evie's here, right? Oh, Peggy, nice to see you. I lost my whole damn day waiting in line for my checkup. The new nationalized healthcare was fast-tracked, so everyone's rushing to see doctors and get their meds. Either way, I finally have my diagnosis. I have modification rejection sickness. My body's rejecting all of my modified cells and attacking them like an autoimmune disease. I have some options. Thankfully, there's medication that can make it bearable. What would really make a difference, the high-end stuff, tends to be really pricey. But if I can keep my current salary at NoviNews, I can at least get some decent meds. I caught a piece of our latest broadcast, something about this plague being engineered. I'm not a big conspiracy nut, but what if this has to do with my health issues? Anyway, I have a lot to think through. Thanks for stopping by. Good night. So she's fine. I mean, oh gosh, we have a protest going on. We can't see the signs, but people are mad. Suicide is not a dirty word. And stigma. Oh, here's the mart. Sorry. That's right. We shop at the local mart, not the big, scary chain store. Howdy again, neighborhood headliner. Hope you're having a good week. Things have been a bit rough. Everyone's on edge these days. And that Dunabai is stealing my regulars. At least Better Buzz seems decently popular with the people. Running your own business is never easy peasy. Hard work will be rewarded. I like to think so. But people don't make decisions in a vacuum. The right message at the right time can have profound consequences. I met my wife that way, in fact. Nearly 20 years ago, I was walking down the street when someone angrily yells my name. I turn around and see this gorgeous woman. When I asked her what she wanted, turns out she was saying broody. But if it wasn't for that little misunderstanding... That's amazing. Funny how our entire life can be shaped by a split-second moment, when you wonder about all the infinite possibilities. Well, enough of this sappy old man. Guess that's what happens when you've been a dad for a few years. Speaking of families, you have a brother, don't you? He stopped by the other day. He was barely coherent, almost knocked over the fruit stand. Had to kick him out when he got all belligerent after I refused to sell him Better Buzz. It's none of my business, but just thought you should know. Families should stick together. At least he wasn't one of those crazies coming in, babbling about some disease conspiracy. What nonsense. Anyway, thanks for hearing me out. I'll let you shop. Okay, so he doesn't like the idea that this is like a conspiracy. We'll buy our... What if I buy this vintage computer? I have money. So I'm gonna buy it just for funsies. And we're gonna support Rudy Mart. Oh my goodness, a stranger. Pardon me. You are Ms. Pegasus, are you not? Big fan of your work at the NoviNews. Tell me, how do you feel about the current government? I don't want to be on the record here. It's getting out of control. I see. We've seen that NoviNews is not exactly supportive. Turbulent times cause for Novastan to unite. People need to have faith in their leaders. We wish you would reconsider your stance on your channel. Is this a threat? Oh, no, of course not. I would never suggest such a thing. We just hope you can be a bit more open-minded. It would be unfortunate if drastic measures had to be taken, but I'm sure you're a wise woman. Good day, headliner. Go away. Threatening the news. I guess that's what they want, isn't it? So our brother's still here. We can give him a treat. Come here, dog. So let's play with him and give him his treat. He's gonna do great. Oh, so we're talking about Justin now with his comedy routine. We're gonna play with the dog. Play with Cookie. So I think our computer just set itself up. So let's talk with Justin. Oh hey, Peggy. Guess what? I qualified for my first therapy session under the new health plan. Anyways, I've been so worried about the healthcare debate in my comedy show. I've been so out of the loop on other news. I saw RPM giving some telecasts and people talking what's going on. Novistan's stirring some international shit, or Lyrus is getting cocky and dangerous. We're stirring the shit. We've always been hell-bent on capitalism. God forbid we let other countries outdo us. The news doesn't seem very supportive of our leaders. What do you really think of Prime Minister Wolf? With mods erasing faulty genes, it's surprising he's even alive. He's a strong leader. We're not going to say he's a strong leader. I'm surprised we haven't seen more people taking to the streets. Things seem to be getting a bit crazy. What a time to be alive. Novistan is a paragon of sanity compared to our neighbors. It's a train wreck you can't look away from and annoy the passengers. I mean, it is kind of a train wreck. At least we got front row seats. Anyway, thanks for indulging me. Good to stay informed if you want to be relevant. My show's scheduled for Tuesday. Still so much prep to do. Gah. But I bet you have your fair share of worries with all the news and pressures. Trying to make unbiased decisions. Yeah, I can see why. What you say can really change what people think and shape the streets of our city. Man, how do you cope with all the responsibility? Guess I can relate just a little wee bit. My comedy shtick, always putting yourself in front of others, being independent yet also dependent on everyone else's opinions, can be really soul-crushing sometimes. Always gotta pretend I'm the happy-go-lucky comedian. But I'm glad I could at least talk to you about it. Thanks for listening to my rant last night. But I have my first appointment tomorrow. I'm a bit nervous. It can't hurt, right? You know, my problems really are that genetic sickness going around, genetic blues or something like that. I hear it can really mess up your brain chemistry. In that article in your paper about it, I heard all sorts of theories, from big pharma to the drones spraying us while we sleep. Whatever it is, it's definitely unsettling. Anyway, I really should finish the first draft of my lineup tonight, so I'll let you go. Here's a little nightcap. Cheers! And I'll be out tomorrow morning, so thanks again for letting me stay. It was a lifesaver. So, I mean, I'm concerned about his drinking habits. I mean, look how many cans are just laying around my apartment now. Alright, we're on day 7, a whole week. Evening, Pegasus. I was checking our channel yesterday. What the hell is that article about some kooky conspiracy? We don't publish third-party articles. Keep that filth out of NoviNews. This was the first time an unapproved article slipped by, so I'll let it slide. Don't make this mistake again. 3 strikes and you're out. Okay, so I have 1, so we can't do that much work for them without getting fired. Today we have a bit of an empty issue, extra space to fill. You must approve at least 2 articles. I left a note on your desk, hope it helps. Any staple articles do not count towards the quota, so you don't have to worry about those. So 2 in addition to, I'm assuming, just these ones. So, could Better Buzz cure PTSD? Preliminary clinical trials performed by DrinCorp suggest that active ingredients in Better Buzz could enhance treatment of post-traumatic stress disorder in conjunction with traditional psychotherapy. And the other one, is Novistan imbibing too much? According to the latest statistics, the introduction of synthetic recreational drugs has seen a rise in sales by a whopping 38%. It's time to take action before things get off hand. So, I mean, we're kind of going on the pro Better Buzz line, so I'm gonna approve the one that's pro Better Buzz. I'm interested to see where this leads. If I replayed this, I'd probably go the opposite route. Novistan Asylum needs to go. Novistan House for the Troubled has been criticized as subpar for decades and recently seen an increase in escapes and assaults on our staff. It's time we shut down the operation, profiting from keeping residents locked in, drugged up on happy pills. Okay, I mean, I don't know if I agree with shutting it down. Wolf to profit from sanctions. While Wolf proclaims sanctions would protect our national interests, many of his closest colleagues have vested stock in local modification companies. Could our Prime Minister's motives be driven by personal financial gains? Very concerning. Tragic stabbing among neighbors. Novastanian teen was stabbed by a peer earlier this morning after heated dispute. Both have been described as childhood friends by the two families who have been neighbors of each other for generations. So I am for posting local crime. We live in times of great genetic threats. It's worrisome you chose to support Lyris meddling. So this is from the Prime Minister, the House of Representatives. It's not a question of like or dislike, it's a question of protecting our people. We wish you reconsider your stance. If you don't, that will be the beginning of ending of everything we've gotten. Wolf sanctions necessary to send a message. With Lyris continually disregarding our calls to review the quality of their modification manufacturing plants, Novistan must pursue harsher methods of persuasion. I'm gonna put these two through. What do we want to say about the asylum? So it's been subpar. I mean, if it's been subpar, I think it's good to, and then we'll reject this one. So we did go through, at least we put 2 out, we put 3 out actually, plus the stapled one. Evie's here. Hey Peggy, good to see you. I'm still feeling a bit nauseous since I fainted. I couldn't get into the trial for meds. The wait list is insane. Nothing to do now but hope I get lucky. Hope you can get them soon. The epidemic's really getting out of hand in Novistan, and all the conspiracy talk is making people even more paranoid. Or maybe we're all just getting old. Can't go out and party as much as back in my college days, haha. Never cared for parties. You always seem like the responsible one. Now that I think about it, college parties actually taught me a lot about people. And how to get on their good side. Kind of important when you're a reporter. Anyway, I might work some more from the cafe. I feel a bit safer walking home at night. People seem to be staring at me less these days. Have a good night. Do you want to go see my brother's show with me tomorrow? Sure, it might be fun. I am worried about this, though. I'm worried he might have off-color jokes, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, we want to try and befriend Evie. Better buzz makes us fly. Makes you fly. Bunch of pill-popping junkies. They poisoned us. So, oh, we can go to the pub tonight. Oh. Hey Peggy, glad I ran into you. Thanks for letting me crash over the weekend and listening to my dumb drivel last night. I feel kind of embarrassed. Don't be. Thanks, sis. Just had my first therapy appointments. Early to tell if I like the guy. He knows when to push my buttons and when to shut up and just let me talk. It's good to have someone you can dish out to. Yeah, it feels like part of the weight is lifted when you just get it all out, you know? Anyways, I've been meaning to ask you for another little favor. So I told you I'm performing my comedy show tomorrow, right? A lot of people check your news, so it would help a ton if you could put in a little plug about it, attract a bigger crowd. We've been told that I might get in trouble. Oh yeah, sure, I understand, it's your job and all. But if you change your mind, here's a short little piece about it if you decide to publish it tomorrow. No pressure, thanks either way. I'll still keep reading your columns. Anyway, need to get running, still need to do another pass on my script. Here's a quickie. 1 cigarette shortens your life by 2 hours, 1 bottle of Better Buzz by 3 hours, and a workday, 8 hours. Good one, right? Anyway, catch you later, sis. Stop by the bar tomorrow for my show. We'll be by. Don't worry. I think I gave you the sickness. You bitch. Inspect your mods, inspect your pills. What's this? Oh, Rudy's out here. Good to see one of my favorite customers. He's here with his daughter. Shop's closed today. A man's gotta enjoy at least 1 day off, right? Darn right. After all, what's the point of working hard in life if you can't enjoy the rest of it? I like to come here on my day off. My little gal just loves flying drones. Ask her to stack some boxes and they fall apart in 5 minutes. But drones, she can do all sorts of tricks with. The drone looks like a little piggy. He flies through every now and again. There it is. Little pig face. Guess it's a good thing a career in drone engineering would set her for life. Kids these days, eh? They are the future. So my little girl comes up to me the other day and says, Papa, what is Moodex? And I thought, how do you know about that? She caught some pieces in the news about it, and I got all curious. At first she thought they were candy, but then got confused about what they do. Kids are so impressionable these days. Should be careful what it publishes. Kids or adults shapes how we perceive the world outside of us. Just wanted to have a happy childhood, you know? The store isn't doing well with the current mood in the country. Sometimes I worry I'm just a dumb old dinosaur. Hopefully the new lyric sanctions help level out the playing field a little. But you know, ever since we started offering Better Buzz, we've been having more shady types coming by. A few times I had to shoo them away from hanging out in front of my store. It's a fad. I guess those kinds of things come and go. Well, enough of me babbling. Those are our problems to worry about. You look a bit tired. I'll let you go now. Hope to see you at the store tomorrow. Okay, so we can't get a treat for the dog tonight. Another police drone. We can talk to somebody outside the mart. Oi, hey! Cassie. I don't think we've met Cassie before. You're Justin's sister, aren't you? I'm Cassie, the bartender at the pub. He's gonna be performing a show tomorrow. He's gonna do great. Yeah, he's a real funny dude. I know he's really anxious about performing, and you know, actually attracting a crowd. I could put out some feelers, set up a bit of promo, you know? Like, if you'll want to sponsor some free drinks that help fill the space. How much do you need? 150? Just think about it. I'll catch you after work tomorrow. Have a good one. Cheers. That's a lot of money. No sanctions, no borders. Oh, we can talk to the drone. Beep boop. We can just adopt him too? Okay, we just adopted a drone. Should we have? I mean, probably not, but you know how it goes. I want to play with the dog. Let me play with my dog. Hey there, Betty. No treat today. The store was closed. I can't do anything about the treat. Go and play. Thank you for licensing me, Master. How should I refer to you? Lord Master Peggy the Third. That's definitely how I want it. I foresee a long and lasting bond between human and machine. Beep boop. My energy levels are suboptimal. Feed me batteries. Don't have any. I am displeased, but my programming prohibits me from pursuing punitive actions against my licensor. I shall resume handling exceptions. The store was closed. How was I supposed to get you any batteries? Questions that I have. Anyway, guys, I am going to end this episode here. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And as always, I'm the Purple Pegasus, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.